BitRip, a simple tape for tool tracking. Here's how quickly I can check out a tool to John Doe using BitRip. This tool was checked out to John Doe in under 10 seconds. Hey everyone, this video shows how BitRip digital tape can be used for tracking tools. In this case, we'll be tracking 3 tools: a handsaw, a hand vacuum, and a power drill. Remember, even though BitRip tape can be variable sizes, there is a minimum amount of tape required for a successful scan. This tape has 4 individual codes: 1, 2, 3, 4. When you cut the tape down, it needs to be at least 1 complete code, like this. I recommend you put labels in a place that's somewhat protected, but is also easily accessible. Today we'll be using the blue masking tape. Since it has the smallest codes, it stands out and it's ideal for fitting on tools. We'll want to cut down these codes to their minimum size, so I recommend you use a pair of scissors for a clean cut. Now we have the BitRip app open. We've tapped on the bottom left button, which puts us in scan mode. We're ready to create some brand new labels. We hold the scanner over the tape, wait for the brackets to appear, hit the plus sign. Now a label is created. We can give the label an appropriate title. Notice that the thumbnail image defaults to a photograph taken when we scan the tool. Since this is helpful, we'll go ahead and keep that thumbnail image, though we can change it if we want to. We can add any attachments to the label using the buttons below: photographs, PDFs, documents, audio messages, text, and hyperlinks. We'll skip that step for now. Let's make labels for the other 2 tools. Here's a common occurrence in a dynamic, rugged environment. A label gets damaged and becomes unreadable, or a label goes missing altogether. How do we fix that problem without having to go back to square one? First, let's go ahead and rip this label off and assume it went missing. Next, we get our tape and we cut a brand new label. Then, we go ahead and reapply the label to the tool. We find the digital copy of the label that went missing. So we tap on Labels in the home row, and we find hand vacuum serial number 4473. Then we hit the copy and paste button in the bottom right corner. We select Link since we want to link the exact same information to a brand new label. We scan over the new label. We wait for the brackets to appear, and we hit the link button. And now, this new label carries all the information from the old label. It's as if nothing ever happened. We're going to use a slightly advanced feature of BitRip called Projects to help us track these tools. So go ahead and tap on Projects in the bottom home row. Why are we using projects? Because it's a great way to group labels and people together. Projects and grouping are terms that can be used interchangeably. Let's say in this case, someone is checking out these 3 tools. So I want to group all 3 tools under one project. Since this project is basically the group of tools going to one individual, I'll name the project after that individual. I hit Create Project, and I name the project after that individual. In this case, the individual checking out the tool is John Doe. Since tool accountability needs to be standardized and information controlled, we'll go ahead and keep this project private. This means only the tool shed can access and edit the information on the tape, so other people can't mess around with it. Now hit Create. We'll skip adding members to the project for now in the interest of time, though this would be a useful thing to do. Now the project is created and John Doe arrives to check out the tools. The first step I would do before handing the tools out is scan the tools myself. Let's go ahead and do that. I scan over the sticker, I swipe up. Now here's why we want to scan tools before we hand them out. Every time you scan the tools, you add a user and location stamp to the tool. I'll go ahead and show you what that looks like. We call it logbooks. Once you've scanned the tool and swiped up, hit the 3 dots in the top right corner. Then tap on View Label Logs. When I scanned the sticker, it automatically recorded my scan, as well as the time and the date, and most importantly, the location, San Antonio, Texas. I can tap on that thumbnail to zoom in to the map. This means I have written proof that I scanned the sticker at a particular time and at a particular location. Tool accountability is all about good record keeping. The powerful thing about label logs is that once an event happens, it cannot be changed or edited. Everything on label logs is absolute truth. Let's go ahead and hit back. And now here's another recommendation, using tags. Tags are another way to organize labels. They put critical information up top, and they are great for referencing labels. To get to tags, you just tap on the Add Tags button. You can create as many custom tags as you like. You simply just add it into the Add New Tag box. As you can see, I've created quite a few custom tags myself. And the tag I want to use is Checked Out. So I tap on the Checked Out button, it highlights, and then I hit Done. And Checked Out tag is now added to the label. Another cool thing about tags, it's qualitative information that gets added to the logbook. So let's go back to the logbook and see that. I hit the 3 dots, View Label Logs, and at the very top, you can see an event has been added. Lewis Puller added a Checked Out tag on October 20 at 11:13 a.m. Remember that project we created? Well, now we can take this label and assign it to the John Doe project. We do this by tapping on Edit in the top right corner and then selecting the John Doe project from the drop-down menu. And then we hit Done. Right below the title of Hand Vacuum serial number 4473, you'll see John Doe. Sometimes we get this question, what if John Doe wants to protect himself? What if he wants to make sure no one mistakenly checks out the tool on his behalf? Now, he could scan the tape under his own account, so Logbooks records that it was actually him. Or, another technique I've heard from customers is using the audio attachment. John Doe speaks his name into the tape, and it becomes an audio signature with a time-date stamp. That's a pretty hard thing to beat, so let's go ahead and do that. We tap on Audio in the bottom row, and we have John Doe speak his name into the tape. John Doe signing out the handheld vacuum. Now that voice memo is captured on the tape, John Doe signing out the handheld vacuum. Another recommendation, adding John Doe's cell phone number, so if you need to reach him, it's very easy to do so. So you hit the text button on the bottom row and put in his cell phone number. Let's go through those simple checkout steps again, this time for the power tool. This will show you how quickly you can check out a tool. First, you scan it to verify the location, time, and date of checkout. You swipe up, you add the checked out tag, Then you assign the power drill to the John Doe project by hitting Edit, and then John Doe in the drop-down, and hit Done. Now all the necessary steps have been done to check out that power drill. Then there are the optional steps of adding the voice memo. John Doe checked out the power drill, serial number 3324, as well as his cell phone number. And that's it. The power drill has been completely checked out. That took less than 20 seconds. Let's say a few days have passed and there are 3 missing tools. How do we know, 1, they're missing, and 2, who had them last? First, let's hit the labels icon on the home row to see which tools are still checked out. Labels is just a complete list of every single label you have in your library. Now we want to filter out all the labels that still have that checked out tag that we made before. To do this, we hit the search icon in the top right corner. Then we type in checked out. The search reveals 3 tools that still have the checked out tag remaining. If we tap on all 3, just below the title, we can see that they were all checked out to John Doe. If we pull up John Doe's record by tapping on the All Labels icon, we can also see all 3 tools checked out to him. We can even go over to Map and see the last known position where they were scanned. If we tap on each of the tools, we can listen to that voice memo, which is further verification that John Doe checked out these tools. John Doe signing out the handheld vacuum. One thing I'd like to add, remember when we made that project private so only the toolshed could scan or access information on each label? Well, here's what would happen if someone outside that project scans a label that they're not allowed to be in. They scan the label and they see private content and the creator, Lewis Puller. This means that no one can scan and mess around with the information on the tape. And that's it. We've shown how a simple digital tape can be used to track tools and ensure accountability. Thank you for watching.